gone through all the settings, and I can't figure it out.
See what happens when you try to be cool, Nate? This is what happens.
Yeah, don't
Let's
be
see.
cool. Be average.
Mobile.
Be basic.
Be basic. Be a basic white chick. Like us. Just kidding.
Oh, there we go. It went away.
Like us.
Okay, and you're live already, so...
Yeah, so keep going.
Alright, listen.
I'm listening.
Welcome, everyone. I want to say welcome first. Secondly, I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I think it'd be kind of fun.
Okay.
For the podcast. I mean, it's not that exciting for you, but I think for me, what's been happening is I watch like YouTube shorts and TikToks, and they always like put this one cool clip from this one obscure anime people don't watch, right? And I'm like, it actually sounds kind of cool. I mean, a little cheesy or something, but it looks cool. And so I want to try this week to see if we can each pick a random anime that we haven't seen. It's gonna be hard for you, but a random anime we haven't seen and just watch it and talk about it next week.
Found it. Just kidding. No.
Okay. One that I was seeing, I think it's called. Let me pull it up here. That's right. It's called Eminence and Shadow.
Oh, that one's so good.
Is it good? I saw a clip of it and I was like, that looks pretty sick. I could watch that.
You would like it, I think. It's one of my top 5 that I'm watching right now. So
is it a newer one?
Ish. I mean, they came out with one season already, and they're currently rolling out the second season.
Okay.
So
I think so I'm gonna spend some time watching that this week, and then next week, I want to kind of talk about it. I just think it'd be kind of cool because in our channel, sure, we're talking about like One Piece and Jujutsu Kaisen, but we're not really like hey, what else is cool out there as much. I mean, we did talk about like some of the stuff you're watching, and we talked about the vending machine.
We talk about vending machines.
Talk about vending machines. I did see a trailer for that one you were talking about last week, though, where the little blonde witch lady adopts the girl, and she gets like really big. She's a big witch.
The family circumstances of the irregular witch.
Yeah, that looked pretty funny. The clip I saw, the little trailer, was funny.
Yeah. So. Now that one's a good little slice of life comedy type of thing. So definitely recommend it. I'm trying to see if there's one that like looks interesting that I haven't already started watching.
Let me look at my pictures.
There's a show called The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You.
Oh.
Let's see. Upon graduating middle school, Rentaro manages to confess to the girl he loves. Unfortunately, he gets rejected, making it his 100th rejection in a row. Oh my gosh. Having experienced heartbreak after heartbreak, he goes into a matchmaking shrine and prays with the hope of finally getting a girlfriend in high school. Suddenly, the god of the shrine appears, promising Rentaro that he will meet 100 soulmates in high school. Blah, 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 blah. There was one detail that the god forgot to tell Rentaro. If any of his soulmates fails to get in a relationship with him, they will die. Wow.
Oh, well, I'm assuming if he failed to tell him that, and they even find out about that, then someone dies.
Yeah.
That's scary. Spooky anime.
It's a comedy. But so I doubt there's death that is occurring.
Like
but...
they're starting to reject him, and then there's like, oh, my heart, and like, I guess I can go out with you, and they're like, oh, I'm good now.
It's like Death Note, except for relationships.
If Death Note were a comedy and
If Death Note
Light
was a
was
rom-com.
a rom-com and Light was really horny, that's the whole premise of this show.
Yeah. No. Maybe that one. Let's see.
There's one here that I saw a clip of Kingdom of Ruin. Have you seen that?
Nope.
That one is like, from what I could tell, it's like a witch hunt. Like they're slaying all the witches in the kingdom, and they're trying to overthrow like the magic with technology or something.
Kingdom of Ruin?
Yeah.
Anime. Anime. Is that a new one?
I think it might be. I never even heard of it. Let me see. I have another one on here too. Another one I've seen is Blood Blockade Battlefront.
Uh-huh.
That was another clip.
That one's pretty good. Yeah, this is a new one. I don't know why I wasn't seeing. Oh, The Kingdoms of Ruin. Okay.
It seems really dark, that one.
Oh.
Oh yeah, this was another one too that seemed interesting. Was what's it called? Shy?
Shy.
Shy? Is it called Shy?
Shy guy.
These are all ones that I've added to my list though. So I think I'm gonna start with the Eminence and Shadow first. But if you haven't seen the Kingdoms of Ruin one, or you find another one, that the 100 Girlfriends one,
Yeah.
can talk about whichever. I think it'd be good to let people know if there's good stuff out there.
Yeah. I'll start watching the 100 Girlfriends one. See how it goes. I'll give it the 3-episode try. They have a new season of Girlfriend. That was kind of funny for a minute. I ended up stop watching it because like at the first couple of episodes I was laughing pretty hard, but after that I was like, meh. But we'll see.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. Have I ever told you, Jonathan, why I have a 5-episode rule?
Why?
Because
Your tolerance level?
When I was in high school, my friends were really into Avatar: Last Airbender.
Okay.
And I didn't see really the appeal. I'd never watched it, but it looked cheesy to me.
Yep.
And so my friend group was like, "No, you got to come and watch it with us." And so they were having like a "let's watch it again" party.
Mm-hmm.
So we all sat down, and I just, even the first 4 episodes, I was not feeling it. I was like, "This is cool, whatever, it's fine." And then the 5th episode hits, and that is King Boomy.
Oh yeah.
And after that episode, I was hooked. Everything was so funny to me. I loved it. And so I thought if I would have done 3, I would have been like, who cares?
Huh.
But the fact that I got to 5, I was like, that's a pretty good chunk into the season. That's a good, you see some good growth up to that point. And
Mm-hmm.
if I would have stopped before, then I wouldn't have really watched the show all the way through, I don't think. And so that's why I'm like, I'll do 5.
Okay.
And I haven't regretted it so far. We'll see.
Mine was my 3 is purely based on my tolerance level. I'm just like, okay, I've given you a fair try, and I'm tired of it now. But so I think we should do the same thing with a manga.
Reading.
It's kind of reading. It has picture. It's no different than when you're watching an anime because generally watch it in subs.
All right, which one? Watch a show and I'll read a manga.
Read. This will be easy for you because they just barely started this manga, but it's been pretty hyped up. Kagurabachi.
Kagurabachi.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's about this kid whose dad is like this famous swordsmith. He makes katanas, and he makes like magic katanas that apparently they used in this super significant war that they haven't really gone into detail on, but his dad gets killed, and he wants to become a swordsmith himself. He does work with his dad for a while because he wants to become a swordsmith like his dad. And then his dad gets killed, and there's 6 swords that he made that were pretty significant in that war, and they get stolen. And so it's kind of like his journey to get those swords back, as well as you'll find out what else. But
What
it looks interesting so far. It's pretty current, like the
kind of more modern. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like a Demon Slayer where it's kind of like back in the day era. It's kind of like cars and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty modern. They just they have sorcerers, and they have these magic blades. But obviously the magic blades buff you quite a bit with these particular magic powers that they haven't really displayed yet or explained what powers they have a whole lot. I'm just saying read this one because, like I said, it's been pretty hyped up, and it's already looking like it's going to be a really good one. So hopefully I don't eat my words, but a lot of people have noted just by like kind of the trajectory from the it only has 5 chapters or out. So within those 5 chapters, people are like on shonen.
On shonen.
Yep.
Okay. Let me go save that.
Yep.
What's okay? One more time.
Kagurabachi.
Kagurabachi right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not Kaguya-sama Love is War?
Oh, I could
Love
see
is
how
war.
I'd mix
Love
that
is
up.
war. Love is war. That's a pretty good one. That's cute.
Kaguya. I did want to ask a question. And I thought of a question before we started this that I have no idea if we'll talk about it for very long. But what is your go-to anime?
Like the one I just like, oh man, I need to watch something. I'm fine watching this anytime.
Other than Psyche. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Because Psyche is more like... Psyche to me is like, I'm feeling kind of down. I'm going to go watch Psyche. But there's another show that I'm like, oh, I just want to watch an anime again that other than what I'm currently watching. I'm going to go back and watch this.
I think it's a good analogy, Nate, that us watching Psyche, like watching an episode here and there when we're down or we just need something to watch, it's kind of like how you watch The Office, even though you've seen it like a million times.
Yes.
That's a similar feeling in case you were looking for a connection.
No, that makes perfect sense. It's just kind of like a good like for me when I watch The Office, usually it's like during lunch. Just kind
Mhm.
of need something to just zone out on, but still
Get
be
your mind
somewhat
off
entertained.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
Makes sense.
you
So,
do you watch several episodes of The Office? Like, can you watch as many as you want?
Like in one sitting.
Yeah, can you watch like a whole season?
Yeah, if I didn't have anything going on, then yeah, that wouldn't be difficult for me. Usually,
Okay.
usually I only do it when I have like I said, eating lunch or dinner. I've got kind of some downtime. I don't really want to be focusing on like work or a project, so I just kind of turn on and I'll watch it.
Okay. I only asked that, like, it sounds like a weird question. Like, can you sit down and watch a whole season? I asked because I can't watch that much of The Office at once. I can watch like 2 episodes at a time. Otherwise, just like the cringe factor
Uh,
of that show, I just can't take it anymore.
yeah, there
It's
there
pretty cringy.
there are some episodes that I just skip. That
Oh.
yeah.
any watch through, I'll skip them, and I think there's only like two of them that I
Mhm.
do that too. And then yeah, for the most part though, I think I've become somewhat desensitized to it because I've just seen it. I've watched it through from start to finish at least 4 times. I think 5 or 6 times total. I've watched the entire series through.
That's
Wow.
crazy. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
a guess, Nate. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I feel like I got this in the bag. On one of the episodes, you skip every time.
hmm
Ah.
Is it Scott's Tots?
Yeah. That is my least or I should say my most hated episode. The one, anyways.
Your least
That
favorite,
is just
most
a
hated.
Yeah, there you go.
that's a
Thank you.
heart attack in a episode. That's so
Ugh,
cringy the whole time.
I just
Oh
hate
man.
it so much. Yeah, I hate that one.
Yeah,
Anyways,
Yeah, that's rough.
that's
recently though,
understandable.
uh, I mean, like The Office is always just a good default, but I'll bounce around to other kind of staple like, shows like that. Like recently, I've been in the IT crowd, so during lunch, I'll pop on a IT crowd episode. But yeah, The
Yeah.
Office probably makes up 50% of my personality. I think most of my jokes and stuff are related somewhat to things I've seen in The Office. It's pretty funny.
Oh, cool, cool. I mostly wanted to make that connection too for this section here because while you were talking, I was trying to figure out what is my show,
Mhm.
and it's tough. You would think like, oh, One Piece has got to be on there, but it's really not. Like I like watching One Piece as it's coming out. I don't really go back and watch something unless I'm curious about it with One Piece. Sometimes I'll with the kids, whatever. I'll throw in some episodes, but I think this is weird, but my go-to is Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh, that is weird.
And I'll give
How
you a quick
much of it though?
explanation. The first 2 seasons, not beyond that.
That's fair.
I really like the first season of Seven Deadly Sins.
Yeah.
I thought it was the art is cool. It's different than like most other shows. It's not your standard anime.
Yeah.
The action's really cool. You're constantly seeing new powers. You know, they have all these powers and these abilities, and you never know what someone has. You have like the plot line of gathering all the sins together.
Mm-hmm.
You have, just I feel like it's so fun as an adventure anime, and they got the drama. They got the you know who really is to blame for the assassination, and then the second season gets into this plot of, okay, let's be real, the main reason for the second season is Escanor, but the I think it still holds true to its like good story form. After that, I care less about the rest of the show. To me, it is 100% irredeemable garbage after season 2.
Well, it's because you like the first 2 seasons so much that it's so disappointing after that.
Yeah, I just Man, the first two seasons, especially in the second season when Escanor enters the picture, and you have all the sins together, and it's just like this cool thing. But that's my go-to. I can watch it because it's so fun. It's entertaining, and I don't get bored of it. That, and I'd say my runner-up is Hunter.
Okay.
All right, so I'm curious on yours.
I don't think it'll be that much of a surprise for you when I say it, but only because like today I was feeling that way. I was like, okay, I've watched everything that's come out this week, but I wanna work out, so I want to watch something while I'm working out. But I busted out the old Konosuba.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I just realized that's why I decided to to ask the question, because this is the show that I just I pull out if I'm just wanting to watch some random thing that I still like that much or enough to keep watching over and over again. So it's funny.
That is solid. We just watched all the way through that again within the past month. It never gets old.
I specifically watched the Legend of Crimson movie.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I love it. They did. They do have a trailer out for the third season. They're finally going to release the third season. It's not coming out till next year, but it is coming.
I'm excited. Long awaited.
So,
man. Okay. I
you want
respect your decisions.
Do you want to tell everybody what our new interest is?
Yes.
That we kind of hinted at already.
Yes. So Jonathan and I have started watching K-dramas.
Yes,
I'm
that was it.
watching. I am watching a K-drama right now with Sarah, and it's pretty good. But that is not what I wanted to say.
That's something you're already doing.
Yes. We are getting into collecting One Piece, the trading card game by Bandai.
No sponsor, just we since we heard that they were going to start doing it, we've been interested in starting a collection. But
yeah, I mean, check out this piece of art right there.
Yeah,
monkey. But yeah, I ordered some more. They should be here this week, and I'm pretty pumped to open it. If I had any personality by myself,
if you had your own,
I would do an unboxing. Like, guys, check this out.
You would do
Got
well.
The new Holo Rare.
You would do well. At least you have like you do have the personality, at least the pretend one.
Yeah.
You know, you have the voice. You could be like, oh yeah, hey guys, thanks for joining me. I got these new cards. Let's check them out.
Check them out, guys.
You're a lot better at that. I sound dumb when I try, but
well, it kind of makes me think. Maybe I'd do better if I just opened the cards and then did a voiceover.
You just have it down, top down of your hands. You know, just paint your nails.
That'd actually be kind of cool. You just paint my nails and put little Jolly Rogers.
Yeah. I don't know. It would probably. My hands are not pretty enough. I'd have to have my wife do it. But it would be weird if. Yeah, it won't work. If she just did it with my cards. There.
Yeah, but then with your low voice.
Yeah, her hands, my low voice, and people will be like, "What is happening?"
Oh no! I will say, everyone, be careful out there. If you're gonna order cards, I almost got scammed this past week when I was ordering some.
True.
You know, just be careful. Always read the description. Look for reputable buyers. Luckily, I did not, but I could have.
Well,
So
that was obnoxious because the seller, he had like over 100,000 sales, right?
yeah, and that's what the tricky part was. So he did have the reputation. It's just what he wanted me to do. I thought was a little underhanded, a little sketchy. He was wanting
It
to.
really was.
Yeah, I mean, beyond what I paid on the site, he messaged me privately and said, "Hey, can you sell me more money?
Yeah.
Because I need more money for the product." And I said, "Hey, that's pretty scammy. Like, I'm not even protected. What if I want to return it? What if it arrives and it's damaged?" And then,
Like, you're not going
all
to
of a
return
sudden,
that money to me.
yeah, it's like, okay, well, what I ordered on TCG, they're gonna return it to me because I'll send it back. But what
Yeah.
I sent you, you don't have to. And man, he did not like that. He's like, can't believe that. People are more understanding than you are. I'm like, I get it, but I don't know you. I
Yeah.
mean, you're some guy on the internet, and you want me to send you extra money because you made a mistake. Like,
It's
I'm
like,
not
just
trying to
take
get you
it
to take
down
a
and repost it.
loss.
Like, if you just said, hey, sorry, I posted that for the wrong price. Um, I'd like to set up a return so I can repost it for the right price. Like, that would still be like, oh, that sucks. You shouldn't have posted it for the wrong price. But at least he would be, he's being honest. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it was kind of disappointing to hear.
ultimately, it's on him for putting it up for the wrong price. So
Yeah.
you shouldn't have to
So
lose out on that.
just be careful. I mean, that's not the only thing I ordered. I ordered from a few other buyers as well, and that should be here, thank goodness. But it was kind of a bummer to miss out on that.
Yeah.
And here's another thing too. He was kind of getting after me in the message that he's like, it's under MSRP, so like,
Like, you should
I
expect to
can't
have to
believe
pay
you.
MSRP.
Yeah, but it wasn't because that was a box, full of like 24 packs.
Yeah.
My individual packs I bought were under that value. So like in retrospect, I probably should have just bought 24 individual packs and been done with it. But I thought, oh, getting a box would be cool. It's only like a pack more, but I get the cool view of opening the whole box.
Yeah.
Anyways, just be careful.
So you bought a box, right? Like a booster
Yeah,
box?
yeah, and that's what got canceled.
That's
And then I bought 10 packs and a 4-pack of decks.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm looking forward to that because I'm really looking forward to the Warlords of the Sea deck
Mm-hmm.
because it has all of them to present. It's not just the original 7; it's all of them.
Nice.
So.
Let's see. You're talking about the starter deck.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's got the Kaido one. There's a Luffy one, the 7 Warlords, and there's one more. I don't remember what it was. It might be the Big Mom Pirates one. I'm not sure. I need to look at it.
Well, I didn't order boxes, so I did find that they are starting to carry them at like the game stores around here. So I did buy a couple packs and got a couple cool cards, but I ordered some some singles off of TCG. So I'm just waiting for those to arrive. I basically just like looked up Yamato cards and bought them all.
I can't blame you.
No, they have some pretty cool ones. I'm looking at them right now. Oh, I mean, you probably get yours faster than I do, just because you're a more populated area. But
yeah,
mine's probably gonna take longer. says up to 15 days. I assume it's not going to take the full 15 days, but
I usually get my stuff about at least 5 days early.
yeah.
So
It'll probably be hit and miss for me. Some of them will arrive earlier than others, but that's fine.
it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I am excited that I'm finally coming up on the time that I'm going to be getting my Diablo statue. That should be coming
Finally.
up. It should be at least being shipped in November. So hopefully that means it's shipped and it gets here relatively quickly. Because, geez, and unfortunately, that's just kind of like how it is with figures. You pre-order stuff. You pre-order figures, and usually you're pre-ordering it like 6 months in advance or more. So it's just how it is.
Yeah, speaking of Diablo, we need to play sometime.
We do. It's been a while. Diablo 4 or Diablo 3?
You know, and I hate to be that guy, but I liked 3 better, but I do want to give 4 more of a chance because I haven't played very much.
Yeah. No, I think I do want to play a little bit of Diablo 3, but I certainly would be happy to play more Diablo 4. So
I think ever since I made my Heaven's Fury Crusader build, Diablo 4 has been nice because I can actually kill stuff instead of have you revive me every 2 seconds.
yeah.
Or that remember that Phalanx build I made? That was solid.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we should play. I'm down. Just let me know.
Okay. And let's see.
I mean, at this point, we can talk about that newest chapter of One Piece that came out, unless you have something that you're wanting to dig into.
Oh, I want to. I do want to talk about that.
Because it is 100% helpless right now, the situation. But I did like that that Kizaru's down.
Yeah, that head punch definitely seemed to take him down for the count. Like he's not like knocked out, but he's like I'm done.
I need some time.
And I mean, Luffy looks way worse, but that's kind of just how he looks after he's kind of conked out. He has no more energy from being in Gear 5.
But I will say though, he looks pretty goofy.
He does.
Which Oda usually doesn't draw Luffy in a goofy knocked out pose if the mood isn't extremely serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or he doesn't do it if the mood is serious. He usually has him just normal and conscious, like during the Kaido fight.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I like how Frankie punched him out of the way.
yeah. Well, he knew that wouldn't hurt him, so
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. And then obviously going right into the flashback, I've been waiting for it. Obviously, I've been curious about God Valley. I've been curious about Kuma. Cool. We get some info.
I've been curious about Garling.
Yeah.
They didn't go super into his backstory or anything, but they're just kind of revealing more that they're apparently just doing those hunts on God Valley, and he was part of that. So
Yeah.
younger, same moon spike of a haircut, but
He doesn't have
not a
beard.
full moon because he doesn't have the beard. I guess it's not a full moon with the beard. It's just like it makes a moon with his beard. But, it was interesting that Ivankov was there too, and I think I don't think that girl, based on stuff that I've heard around the internet, that girl Ginny, I don't think she's gonna survive.
No, yeah. I definitely don't think so. I mean, they have to have someone who dies to make the situation more real.
Yeah.
To me, it's obvious that this is Ivankov's big star and Kuma's big start into the Revolutionary Army.
Uh-huh.
Because after seeing the atrocity of the hunt on God Valley, it's like you got to realize that the world is corrupt and you need to fix it. That's probably where they got their start from.
Mm-hmm. I think that girl is going to be gone, and it's his dad getting killed. That was pretty sad. I don't know. I feel really bad for Kuma. He just has he's obviously had a pretty hard life.
Well, someone, who was it? I think I was watching Liam's video, and he said he heard Saul from somewhere too, and noticed that she has the pink hair.
Yep.
Like Bonnie.
Yep.
And that's obviously, Bonnie's. It could be Bonnie's mom's, which means she probably won't die in that flashback, but
yeah,
she probably die eventually, like in that.
Yep.
But so who knows? That could be what's going on there.
Mm-hmm. I'm still thinking Kuma's gonna pop up. I mean, he has to. He's gonna pop up and save Bonnie, and he very well may die in the process, but at least
he's already dead.
Yeah, there's not much left of him at this point anyway. So of the real him anyway.
It would almost be like a courtesy to have him save her and then die. Like,
sadly,
knowing that he can like die from closure, just like I did it.
Yeah. Now I can die in peace. Like,
the only real way of solving the situation though is he has to send Jay Garcia away.
Yep.
That's like the only way that he can solve it, because sending anyone else away doesn't kill the threat, and he can't send everyone away. There's not enough time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's.
I'm not very good at predictions, but if that isn't what happens, I'll be super surprised.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Garcia is a weird bull spider thing, and he needs to go away.
I think it's interesting he's not killing her himself. He's just holding her up and telling everyone to shoot at her.
Yeah, that's super weird.
I would hate to be that Marine who awkwardly misses and hits him in the hand.
It's like, shoot her. Okay, you're dead. You're no longer allowed to have guns. Okay, Daniel, guess what time it is? Nope, it's not time to guess what the price of a computer. Just kidding. It's. Oh, did you watch the? Did you start watching The Spy Family?
The next season?
The new season?
No, I'm gonna wait. I want it all at one time. I'm a binger.
You're a binger.
I'm a binger.
You're a Netflix watcher then, because I do like
Yeah,
that. That's how they release stuff. They're just like, bleh, here's all of it.
Yeah, I just because I get in like modes, like when I play games, when I watch shows and whatever, I'll
Mm-hmm.
give like 3 weeks solid on it and a full devotion, and then I'm like, okay, I moved on. And so if I don't have it all in that 2 weeks, then I've moved on. I'll come back to it, but it's just, yeah,
Yeah.
I am excited to watch it.
Okay. Where are you at on JJK?
Oh, not anywhere close to where you're at.
So are you? You're watching it though. So where are you at there?
uh, um, they just broke out of the history stuff, the flashback. Gojo just woke up, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing sleeping?"
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I know I'm a failure.
It's okay. It's not okay. It's okay. It's so good. Tyler gave you permission to binge watch JJK and binge read JJK.
He did. I I need to. I need to. This last week was weird.
Yeah, this last week I agree. This last week was like crazy for a lot of reasons. Like,
It's a really uncomfortable week,
yeah.
and I just wasn't feeling it. So like I said, I partially wasn't joking when I said I was watching K drama because Sarah and I, that's like what we watched this week was
Mm-hmm.
K drama, and so that's the kind of week I've had.
Well, that sounds about the same approximately about how my week went. So you've been watching K dramas. I've been watching Gilmore Girls with my wife. That's the thing that we're watching together again. Like I've watched some of it here and there with her in the past, and I think she's watched most of it before, and now she's like legitimately watching it all. And I'm not sitting there and watching everything. I'm watching most of it. Like I know what's going on though. Like I'm watching enough that I know what's going on. So she does watch it without me during the day though. So I miss a couple things.
Yeah, I've seen pretty much most of, if not all of Gilmore Girls in passing.
Yeah.
I'll sit and like watch an episode, get up, go do something, come back, watch a little bit, because Sarah watched it all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh man, I just gotta say,
Well, it has
good for Lorelai, man, good for her.
good for her. I like Lorelai. She is a good personality. Like Rory, kind of. I don't know. She doesn't really have much of a personality to me throughout the show. Like she and I think here's what bothers me though, and it bothers my wife too. So for most of the show, she has a consistent character, and then all of a sudden she's in college. She starts dating a dude that she was dating in high school. Like she is a she causes. Okay, she was dating this guy Dean. You know Dean,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
She has an affair with him. Like so, he gets married, and so Dean has an affair with Rory. And I'm like, what the frick, dude? That's not your character. And from that point on, it's just like downhill to me, honestly, because she drops out of college. She has to do community service for selling or for stealing a yacht. And I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, I always liked Rory's character because she was just like, Lorelai had a hard life, and so like Rory was being so good, and it made her You know, Lorelai, almost like it was like a gift that she was such a good daughter, and
Yeah.
then she just loses her mind. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, okay, like
Yeah.
what happened? Because it's not even like there was pressure. You know, like normally there's like all this pressure. It's like I have to be the good girl, and then it's like, you
Yeah.
know what? I don't have to now. It's like, no, there wasn't even that pressure.
Yeah.
Lorelai was the most chill mom ever.
Yeah. They're
So
always
there,
like buds, and she's always there for her. They
yeah, so there
rarely
wasn't even
fought.
like a, yeah, there was never like a heavy thing. It was, and then all of a sudden she's just like, oh man, I'm gonna let loose. Like, why? Like, obviously your
Because you
character wasn't
can.
stifled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really annoyed me too. I had some vent sessions with Sarah telling her why I don't like Rory anymore, and
Yeah.
you know what I just realized, Jonathan?
What?
Now we're gonna have to put freaking a screenshot of Gilmore Girls on our YouTube snippet on our
Oh, our
image for this
thumbnail? Yep.
thumbnail.
That's gonna be just super random. Like all these anime thumbnails and then Gilmore
Gilmore
Girls.
Girls.
Hey man,
I will
a
say,
lot of people, a lot of good actors and actresses came out of that. Melissa McCarthy, Jared Padalecki, um, Milo Ventimiglia, however you say his last name.
I
So
will say Gilmore Girls has a better plot than a lot of anime currently on the market. So if you're just stopped for one day and you can't find a good anime to watch, just watch some Gilmore Girls.
yeah, it's so random. Uh, no, that I like honestly, it's not something I would have been like, oh, I'm gonna go watch that. Like it's interesting for sure, but it's definitely my wife is watching it, so I'm watching it, type of thing. How many
Yeah,
seasons are there?
too many.
I need to know this now. Is it still going?
No,
No.
no, Grey's Anatomy is still going. That
Oh my
amazes
gosh,
me.
it's nuts. Yeah, there's no, it was from 2000 to 2007,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Where's that freaking information? IMDb, help me. Anyway, I think there's 7 seasons. Yeah, there's 7 seasons. Just found it. So, good stuff. Anyway,
You know, I just thought of a little segment we could do.
okay.
We should call it "Am I Annoying?" Anime Edition.
Am I annoying anime edition?
Mm-hmm.
So
And then
you're
where
obviously
people
thinking
could,
of an annoying anime right now.
no, no, not like is the anime annoying? Am I annoying? So like people could write to us and say, "I do this. Is that annoying?" Surrounding anime as a topic.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
give me an example.
Here's an example that I mix up or I mess up and I say this all the time when I'm talking about One Piece, and I always wonder if everyone else thinks I'm just being pretentious or annoying. But I always call the admirals by their name.
Kizaru.
Now I call him Borsalino,
Oh, yeah.
and I call Sakazuki, Kuzan, Isho. Like I call them by their name. I don't know why I do that. I just do it because that's what comes to my head first. I'm
Huh.
always wondering like why. Like, do people think that that's annoying? It's like, okay, we get it. You know their other name. Get over yourself.
Yeah, quit bragging that you know their name. Do you know Green Bull's name?
It's like Rio.
You're close. You almost got it. I
It's
wouldn't have
not.
known for the record. I just looked it up.
Yeah, it's like Rio. It's not Rio Kuju. It's obviously not that.
So
But it's
his
Rio.
that's his code name. That means Green Bull. So Ryokugyu means Green Bull. His name is Aramaki.
Aramaki. See, he's the one I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then we only just got introduced to him like at the end of Wano, so it's
Pretty
like
recently, yeah.
whereas like Isho or Fujitora, we saw him. We've known about him since Dressrosa.
Uh-huh.
That's an eternity ago.
Yeah, they're. I think we know quite a bit about most of them. I guess there's Zephyr. Is that canon? That's from a movie. I don't know if that's canon. Somebody tell us if that's canon. I just looked up on the wiki the admirals. So there's Borsellino, Isho, Aramaki, that are current admirals, former admirals.
Kuzan,
Sakazuki, Sengoku, and Zephyr. And then candidates to become an admiral: Gion, Topikake, and Garp. So
Monkey D. Go.
Garpo.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think it might be kind of interesting to think about.
Mm-hmm.
People can just write in and be like and do stuff because you know that Sigma where in Lord of the Rings whenever and Nate, you could tell me if this is annoying to you too, but in Lord of the Rings every time the scene
He
comes
broke
up
his
on
foot.
yeah
I knew exactly where you were going. Because you're right,
What?
it is so annoying. Okay, Dano,
it's
you
so
explain.
oversaid.
Yeah.
Well, it's the scene where they find all the piled bodies of Uruk-hai and they're all burned after the Riders of Rohan killed them all that
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
And Aragorn gets all angry and he kicks the helmet.
Oh, and
he
he broke his
screams.
foot?
He's broke his foot.
Yeah.
Like whenever you watch that, someone always said, "Oh, he broke his foot in the."
Yeah.
So, like that's annoying, right? And so I wonder if in anime people can like write in things that they do.
Uh-huh.
Like, hey, I do this. Is this annoying? Is this bothering people? And we could like talk about if that's actually annoying or not that they're doing that.
Yeah, I'd like to know. I mean, I'm sure I do a ton of crap that annoys people, but you know, I'd like to know what other people do.
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe eventually when we get our first insert or excerpt of it, we'll try it. But yeah, this episode was pretty chill. We just kind of, I think the majority was Gilmore Girls,
Oh, no.
followed by
Hey,
the One Piece chapter.
we talked about that new manga,
We
you
did.
know, a little bit.
We did.
Kagurabachi.
Kagurabachi.
Yeah. There's also a new show that's pretty good called Undead Unluck.
Undead Unluck.
So there's a guy who is undead. He meets this girl who is just basically her power is she's super unlucky. Anybody she touches receives just gets hit with like something bad. Like she basically pushes her unluckiness onto them. Like she's not unlucky herself. She just causes other people to receive some kind of bad luck. So this undead guy, he's undead. So he's been trying to die for a long time. He can't. So he's like, this girl could probably kill me. He's like, give me your best shot. And she's like, no. And she's kind of freaked out by him, but you could tell that she's like warming up to him, and like they end up becoming like a team and stuff. So they only have a couple episodes out right now, but it seems pretty funny and interesting. So
Undead Unluck. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. I have more for you.
Okay.
Always
Give
more.
me your more, and then
Give me
we're gonna
more.
end this episode.
All right.
Mostly because the AC is not on.
You're dying.
I'm dying inside and
Uh-huh.
outside.
And on the outside. Let's see. On the, I think I said last time. I'm not sure though. Did I say I'm watching the Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy?
What the F did you just say?
Apparently not. So this one is about like a demon lord who wakes up from 1,000-year slumber, and he's helping. He ends up. There's not a lot of episodes. There's out yet, so I can't. There's not a lot to go off of. But he's basically woken up, and he's gonna end up helping these people, from these monsters that they keep getting attacked by. It's not super deep or anything. It's just he's super overpowered as a demon lord, and he's gonna help these guys, be protected from all these monsters. Maybe there's a little bit more to it that comes later, but right now it's just kind of that, and it's fun to watch because the girls don't know. The girls that he's like teaming up with don't know how powerful he is. They don't know he's a demon lord. He's just kind of like, oh yeah, I don't remember anything, and I'm just a kid, because he was reborn as like a 13-year-old kid. So, oh, it's pretty good. It's enough that I'm gonna keep watching it. There aren't 3 episodes out yet for me to say I don't like this, but the first 2 episodes are out, and I like them so far. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, are you gonna watch the family circumstances of the Irregular Witch?
I'm sure I will when Sport comes out. I'm going to start with that Eminence and Shadow because it has a full season out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Next time, tell me how you like that, because I really like that show.
Yeah, and then I'll find out the name of that shy one. I need to, because that one seemed really good. It seemed adorable, but also really sad.
And I'll watch that 100 Girls show that we were talking about.
Okay.
100 Girlfriends
to follow. And Nate, you have to watch High School DxD and report back.
Oh no. Yeah, Nathan, you have to watch that one.
Oh, I just remembered. I'm dead.
Oh, darn it. You have to watch the undead one.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Undead Unluck.
That seems accurate to my current situation.
You have to watch relatable shows about dead people like you.
Like me on the inside. High School of the Undead, is that what you meant?
Yes. That one.
You could pick which one you want to watch. One of those two. No,
we need to get Nate watching really, really like short ones. Like Nate, you have to start with The Way of the House Husband.
Yes, that one's a good one actually.
That is a really good one.
It's pretty funny. He's like a gangster who stopped being a gangster to be a house husband, but everything about him is like scary and serious. And it starts out with he's doing something that even people in the show are like, oh my gosh, what is he doing? He's gonna kill me or whatever. And then he just ends up baking a cake.
Yeah, it's because like he wasn't even just a gangster. He was like the most feared
boss
gangster ever.
Yeah.
Like everyone was afraid of him. He was like known as the immortal dragon, and he becomes a house husband, and he's like
now he's the best house husband.
But the episodes are like 5 minutes long. Like they're like really short little episodes.
I don't
Yeah,
actually
they're funny.
expect you to watch this, but it's fun to
It's
talk
good.
about the idea of you watching
Yeah.
anything. So, so cool. Well,
All right.
I think we should probably wrap things up. Wouldn't you say?
Yes. I don't want to melt to death.
Blah. Okay. Me neither. Except I won't, because
You
I'm
live in a
actually
nice
kind of
place.
cold. I live in an icicle. We can just tell people that I live on an icicle.
And I live in hell. I think we could probably guess where we live, but anyways, it's not the point.
Canada.
Canada.
Just kidding. I was saying I live in Canada because ice. That's where I was getting at.
Jonathan lives in Russia, and I live in Brazil.
Yeah. Can't you tell? All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. See you on the next one.
Bye.
あの夜も